Welcome to the Indatrashpodcast, a variety podcast to talk about sports, news, entertainment, culture, gaming, and pretty much anything else I feel like. I'm your host and worst best friend, Ramboss Terrible, and the man to my right, who is always looking at the world through a glass half full, MikeEhle. What's up, dude? How you been?
Been good. How have you been?
Not the best, but we will talk about it. But we do have a special guest this episode that'll make me feel a lot better. So everybody look out for that. Enjoy it. Leggett, what's up, man? Welcome to the
How's
podcast.
It going?
We're really glad to have you here.
Going?
What's up, man?
My goodness, it's been a long time coming, man. I am such a huge fan of this podcast. I've watched dang near
he is
every
our main
episode,
fan. He's
man.
probably our only.
I wouldn't say I'm your only fan, but I do comment here and there on some of your videos. But I'm so glad to be here, man, and that I finally have the opportunity to be in the presence of podcast greatness. MikeEhle
Yeah.
and Nick Ramboss.
The
time is coming.
Keep it coming. Let it shower it on. Shower it on.
It feels good to be here, though. Seriously, though, like, thank you for having me, for sure.
No, thank you. So I just want to tell everybody, I'd like for you to tell everybody kind of like how we met, who you are, a little bit about yourself, just so kind of people can, get familiarize themselves a little bit.
Oh, sure, absolutely. So I guess starting from the humble beginning. I grew up in southern Mississippi. I'm from Brookhaven, Mississippi. If anybody's from that area, shout out to you.
Is that by Meridian?
Yeah, actually, it's about 2.5 hours south of Meridian.
Yeah, my son was born.
Actually, yeah. So Brookhaven, Mississippi, humble beginnings, work jobs. Decided that went to college for a little bit. Decided that I needed to go and join the Navy. I felt like the opportunities at the time weren't exactly what I really wanted to do. So I joined and went through boot camp, went through A school and C school in Great Lakes and Virginia, and ended up on the DDG 108.
Yeah, what year did you actually show up?
Wow.
Oh yeah, so I showed up February in 2014.
2014.
Damn,
and you were
that long?
Yeah.
Really? Fuck.
Yeah, I remember you showed up. You were on our second deployment, or my second deployment. I think it was the ship's third deployment, but our second, my second, your first.
So I showed
beforehand.
up on this ship and I didn't know anybody or didn't know anywhere to go. I actually had to use the bathroom really bad and I didn't know where the berthing was. So I literally sat in the space because I was told to wait here and people will come for you. And I'm like, okay, this is great. 30 minutes go by. An hour goes by. Man. 2 hours go by. And I'm like, I probably am going to pee my pants. But eventually some people came in and they showed me where the berthing was, and then I was able to.
Do you remember who it was that actually was like?
Man, I don't remember.
Put
that was over
who was your sponsor?
10 years ago. That was 10 years ago.
I'm gonna fucking let them hear it for making you wait that long.
Yeah.
No, it's fine, it's fine. But yeah, we met. I think I talked to you briefly before I got to the ship. I think
it's possible.
Right
I mean, I don't
after
know.
I got my orders.
Wait, was I your sponsor?
I
sure as fuck hope not.
So long ago. It was so long ago.
It all makes sense.
It's all in the past.
In the beginning.
If I was your sponsor, I apologize. I was not very good at doing any of that stuff.
It's all in the past, right? Because we are here now. I met Ramboss. He was an excellent shipmate, man. We had some good times on the ship, on the deployments that we went on. Guy is just a good dude. And I learned a lot about myself by looking at how he handles certain situations. So I think
you know how to make this old man smile.
No, I'm saying all I'm saying is there's something about you. I think your personality, your aura I don't know what you want to call
my
it,
aura.
but like it's hard not to like you.
Chakra.
You know,
it's my chakra. Right?
it's very hard not to like.
Well, Leggett,
And you seem to just get
I
along with
appreciate
everybody too. So, and then
I do my best.
shortly
I try
after-
to get along with most people.
Yeah, yeah. Shortly after I met Ehle, I think I met you in the ship store or somewhere. I forget. But we didn't really hang out that much. I knew of Ehle, but I didn't even know that you and Ramos were that close until much later.
I actually hated Ehle for a while.
He did.
What?
Yeah, I'm not even
All
kidding.
the FC.
I really fucking did not like Ehle for
What's not to like?
it was a little bit. I know. So okay, so I'm just gonna
that
interrupt here
Louisiana
and
drawl,
explain this.
man. That drawl. That drawl, man.
I didn't even know about that. I hadn't even met him yet. But basically, I don't know if you remember Ricky, but basically Ricky was a roommate and it was like, hey, me and him were trying to figure out like who we were gonna have as a third roommate in our house that we were getting together. And
We had a good deal on that house too. That's why y'all.
we had an awesome deal. But anyway, Ricky was like, hey, there's this guy, he's new on the ship. He needs he needs a place to stay. Do you mind if he stays with us? And I was like, who the fuck is this? I was like, what the hell is this about? And he's like, he really wants to stay with us. Like, he really needs a place. So he made it sound like Mike was super desperate to like live with us.
Like he was destitute.
Yeah, exactly. Like he was fucking gonna be homeless or something. So I was like, yeah,
You
whatever.
couldn't let a guy be out on
And
the
then
street, right?
I couldn't. But then I kept hearing like all of my groups of my group of friends. Everybody was like, oh man, have you met this Ehle person? Have you met this Ehle person? They were all talking about how fucking great this Ehle person is. And I was like, fuck this guy. Because I was jealous. Because I was like, he's gonna steal all my friends away.
Oh
So
my
I was just like butthurt. And then I met him and I fell in love. That's basically what happened.
God.
Just like
What a
everybody else
nice
does.
story.
Yeah, I know. It's but that's true. It's just like how it actually happened. Like I really didn't like him. I was genuinely like, I don't care about this guy.
We had an engineer, a supply, and combat system. Like, what the fuck? Like, how are y'all three fucking roommates? Like,
It made no sense, but it came together and it worked out really well. So yeah, we were good. And now the rest is all history. And then I'm like I said, I'm just glad it all worked out. How it
from
did.
Mississippi. I always thought he was Ohio. I don't know.
I always thought.
Maybe because of the
I always
Cleveland
thought.
Browns.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, I always
Nope,
kind of figured Ohio too, but
Southern
Mississippi
Mississippi, Brookhaven, man. I'm like right down the road from you, dude. Like literally.
I feel like you have to
right-
explain that a lot. I doubt a lot of people say you think you're from Mississippi.
Yeah.
The problem with it
Go ahead.
is I tell people where I'm from immediately, like usually within the first 5 seconds of meeting, and then it never fails. A week or two later, or if they see me cheering for the Cleveland Browns, they just for whatever reason assume that I'm from Ohio, even though I told them like literally the first time that we met, and it never fails. Never fails. Like
I'm
I've
not
told
gonna lie.
Ramos,
I thought
I
know
literally
exactly.
told you where I'm from
How did the
I
Browns?
know.
at least 6 times, at least, maybe more. But hey,
I know,
it is
I'm
what
sorry.
it is. It is what
It's
it
not
is.
that I don't care about you or am not interested in facts about you,
believe it or
but
not,
that
it
one
happens.
piece of
That's
piece of
the
information
thing,
is
right?
confusing.
I'm just known as that one Browns fan. Like
Yeah,
that's
pretty much,
that's what people equate me with.
How did you
And,
end up a Browns
regardless-
fan? Just out of curiosity. Like how did that even
my
happen?
uncle was a Browns fan, and he was pretty much the only person that really liked football like that in my family, and so I kind of gravitated toward him. I hung out with him and just kind
That's
of
fair.
took on the Browns from him, and everybody else in my family are kind of casuals, right?
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
they go with the Saints or they might go with the Titans or whatever, but yeah, me, it's been Cleveland since I was 8 years old, pretty much. So
Damn.
That's awesome. Did you have a Cleveland starter jacket? That'll be awesome.
no, I didn't have a Cleveland starters jacket. I wanted one, but I got a Dallas Cowboys one, which I don't even know how that happened. I asked
Must have been
for
on
Cleveland Browns.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a cowboy jacket growing up too, and I think it was just like something that people just got kids. So like I didn't care
so.
at
I
all
think it
about the
was-
Cowboys.
I think it was weird too because they knew I liked the Browns, but all I know is my dad was like, "Hey, we got you a jacket, boy," and I was like, "Okay, cool." And so I'm like, "Where's the jacket?" And he's like, "It's over there in the closet." So I opened up the closet and I was like,
"Your dad
looking
sounds
for a
very
Browns
aggressive.
jacket. Looking for a Browns jacket." And he's like, "Oh, you blind?" I was like, "What? Where's my Browns jacket?" And he was like, "No, it said Dallas Cowboys, America's team." And I was like, "Oh." And it's just I wore the jacket because it was very warm. But man, that was the most uncomfortable, warm, comfortable jacket that I had ever worn. It was bad, man. Bad.
That's pretty funny. Did you guys ever have those jackets that were like I forgot what they were called, but they made a ton of noise when you walked in them, and they were like shh, 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 shh.
That's
You know what I'm talking about? Like windbreakers, I think they were called.
Yeah, the windbreakers.
Did you guys own those? Ever have one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah, we called them
winter
light.
jackets down south.
We called them light jackets. We didn't call them windbreakers. We just called them light.
Just light jackets.
Yeah,
I remember having those fucking things, and I hated those.
Yeah.
Well, Leggett, I'm glad that you're here with us. I really appreciate you joining us for today's podcast. I know you're taking time out of your busy schedule to kind of shoot the shit with us for a bit, but it is appreciated.
Oh, it's my pleasure, man. Love being here. It's great.
All right, so to actually get started, now that we're all kind of acquainted with each other and everybody knows a little bit more about you, I kind of wanted to ask you guys about something that's been on my mind for a couple weeks now. So, so my life has been shit for the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
Like really bad.
Oh man, I thought you were going to ask about P. Diddy. I'm sorry. I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah, I'm not
I
going
just,
to
for
talk
whatever
about P.
reason, I just thought it was P. Diddy. Go ahead.
That's okay. I actually watched a show on. This is nothing to do with what I wanted to ask about, but it was on P. Diddy, and it was like a fucking 6-episode series. And I forgot what it's called. Like the fall. No, it's on like Discovery Plus. It was literally called like the Fall of P. Diddy or some shit like that.
I literally saw exactly what you're talking about.
You saw? It's good, isn't it?
All 6 episodes.
Yeah, that shit was
one
crazy.
City. It
was. Me too.
I couldn't turn away.
So goddamn good.
I didn't realize I cared that much, but apparently I did.
I was in the same boat. I put it on thinking it was just gonna be like background noise, but I got sucked in. It was like, honestly, it was kind of like me watching like The Last Dance. Like I was just kind of like wasn't expecting to pay attention, but I was just like glued. Like what the hell is going on with this? So yeah, I highly recommend you go watch that. The Fall of Diddy. Yeah, I think it's just called The Fall of Diddy. But it's on Discovery Plus. At least that's where I watched it. But anyway, like I was saying, life has been kind of shit this last few weeks. Had a lot of terrible things happen. Like just really, really bad stuff. Try to laugh about it, but shit's hard. But anyway, because of the amount of stress I've been having some crazy ass dreams. Right? I've been having some pretty jacked up stuff go on. So I wanted to ask you guys, what dreams have you had anytime you guys were stressed out? Like, have you ever had like a stress-induced dream that really stands out to you? Or have you been lucky and you've never had that?
I really don't remember my dreams for some reason. I just don't remember.
At all?
Yeah, I don't even like. Well, one, I got that real bad sleep apnea, so I barely sleep.
Yeah, you don't get REM sleep.
Exactly. So I don't get to watch the show while I'm sleeping.
Golly, that must be torture, man. To like not get like you as soon as you get kind of in some sort of a sleeping rhythm, it's just like, oh, I can't breathe. I gotta wake up.
Yeah, that's
Terrible.
There'll be times like I hear myself gasping for air. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going back to sleep no more.
Yeah, like you've never heard this man. like when he's going to sleep, it is everybody knows Mike is trying to sleep, but he's like fighting for his life over there. It's rough.
I got a damn demon in me.
So tired, bro.
And you know what's so bad is I never thought about sleeping. You know, in the birthing, people used to look at me like I was an asshole, and I was like, damn, like fuck, I'm sorry.
I don't think we had anybody in the birthing who slept that loudly as you have. Like,
yeah,
I don't remember anybody snoring like that. Like you weren't in birthing 1, right?
No.
Yeah, I feel like I would have remembered.
When my first ship, we used to always at lunchtime we used to go. It's Air Dad. Well, Air Dad's not on the ship, but they had their own berthing.
Yeah,
we
in
go
the back.
run over
Yeah.
there during lunch,
Okay.
and that's where you take your naps at in the area because nobody fucks with you in there.
Yeah, yeah.
I never forget. I was fucking new on this ship, and then it's pitch black in there. I hear somebody walk by, like, who the fuck is that? And I woke myself up, and I was like, so I just paused. I stood still like a fucking raccoon, like, please don't look over here. And I was like 18 years old, man. I was like, damn, they're talking about me. I know they're talking about me.
You've been snoring that bad since you were 18?
I guess so. But like nobody's ever approached me and be like, bro, you sound like shit when you sleep until my last command.
Like, yeah,
Wow,
it's
There be
it's
times
intense.
when I
Like,
wake up at night and I hear people walk by like, who the fuck was that? And I wake up, open my ring. I was like, yeah, I don't know. Play it off. Yeah, who was that? Shit sounded like came from back.
who the fuck
man.
was that?
Let's go
I hate
find
these
him.
people. Let's go whoop his ass.
That's rough.
Yeah, no, that's pretty bad.
Blame
But
Joe.
Lego, what about you then? Do you have any anything with your dreams at all that you remember? Hopefully you do. Otherwise, this question is just
my
falling
gosh.
fucking flat.
Oh man. Do I gotta do this? I gotta do this, don't I? Okay.
I'm genuinely
this
curious. Like,
is-
if you have
I
any
mean,
stress-induced
This is
dreams.
a question that I've never been asked before, so I guess it's fair to answer it. Okay. All right. Are you familiar with 90s cartoons?
Absolutely.
All right. Do you remember Chippendale Rescue
Chippendale,
Rangers?
Rescue Rangers. Chippendales.
Yeah,
Rescue
Rescue
Rangers.
Rangers. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Chippendales.
Was
What?
Zipper a fly? You remember Zipper? Was he a
Zip,
fly?
Yeah,
yes,
Zipper the
Zip
Fly.
was-
Yeah.
Zip. Yep.
Zipper, Monterey Jack, Chip,
Yeah, oh
Dale,
my God.
and
Yeah.
Gadget. I believe the girl
I forget-
mouse was Gadget.
What was the
Yeah,
girl's
girl
name?
mouse,
Was
yeah,
Gadget?
Gadget, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
anyway.
nice.
Wow, what
Yes.
a trip
So, yes,
down
I
memory
remember.
what a trip down memory lane
Just
there.
a little.
Okay. Well, anyway, when I get super duper stressed, I dream about being in the cartoon Chippendale Rescue Rangers, and there's this scene where you can see, I think it's Gadget or somebody jumping down a drain,
Okay.
and in the dream, I'm Monterey Jack, and remember Monterey Jack was really big guy who loved
Yeah,
cheese,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Mm.
Super
Yeah.
duper big mouse guy. And I'm trying to follow behind Gadget down the drain, but I get stuck. But for whatever reason, instead of jumping feet first, I jump head first. So I'm stuck in the drain head first, and I
Yeah.
can't move or anything. And it's like I'm claustrophobic in the dream, and it's like torture. And I wake up.
Damn.
Usually when I'm super duper stressed, I'll dream.
That is a really weird
It
dream.
is what it is.
Damn.
Have you ever
I don't
looked up
even
like
know-
meanings of it?
That's pretty impressive
Wow.
how y'all remember everything by detail like that.
Why? I've had that dream several times throughout my life. Like generally once or twice a year, I have that dream.
Oh, damn.
General.
Okay, yeah, that is pretty common. Like, if I was you, I would look up like what the hell that means. I don't think you're gonna find like
I-
Chippendale specifically.
I honestly
But-
think it just means
They're gonna show you
I'm
the little
under
strippers.
I'm
I'm
under
having the
stress.
Chippendale dream. They got little strippers up there. Oh shit!
Yeah, I just think it's a stress response, and for whatever reason, I think I have some sort of childhood trauma tied to the cartoon, but I
Maybe.
can't like pinpoint it. I don't know, but
Yeah.
that's what I dream when I'm stressed. It's weird.
Damn. Yeah, no, that is weird. I'm curious what the pipe thing means. Like, what is that?
I don't know.
That you could probably find out.
Yeah, being stuck in.
Yeah,
something.
being stuck in a pipe. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like that would be definitely something that would pop up on like a dream search engine or whatever the hell it's called.
Why
But what?
Chippendale?
Chippendale part, I don't know.
Chippendale.
Like you said, it probably has to do with something happened to you while you were watching Chippendale as a kid, or maybe something bad happened to you that you like
That's probably when
repressed.
you got that cowboy
and it
jacket.
was
You
just-
probably had that cowboy jacket. That's the same day you got that cowboy
Exactly.
jacket.
Chippendale was
Same
playing in the
day. We
background.
figured it out.
Your dad's like, "Are you
figured
fucking
it out.
blind?
Damn jacket on.
Turn that fucking cartoon off."
Try on the fucking jacket.
You know, the worst part about that, you couldn't say no. Like, my dad was not one to say no to. Like, you're going to wear the
Yeah,
jacket.
Hell yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's
That
just
money on
it.
you.
That's just it.
Yeah, that's America's team. Damn.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, I hear that, but I am curious what the pipe thing means. I mean, we're never gonna figure out the Chip and Dale thing unless you get like hypnotized or some shit like that, and they kind of pull out that repressed memory, and they're
I
gonna.
think it kind of means
You'll confess
restrained,
whatever the
right?
fuck happened.
Like I'm jumping into a pipe.
What?
I can't freely move my arms. I'm restrained.
You want me to look it up? I can look it up right now, like just to kind of see what it says. Let's see. Dream analyzer stuck in pipe. Let's see what this says. I don't know if this is even the thing. Dreams about drowning or suffocating can often signify feelings of being overwhelmed or trapped in a situation in your waking life. Let's see. In your waking life, the fact that you were stuck in a pipe upside down and unable to breathe may indicate a sense of helplessness or powerlessness in your current circumstances. Perhaps you feel like you are stuck in a situation that's beyond your control and you're struggling to find a way out. It may be helpful to reflect on what is causing these feelings of suffocation or drowning in your waking life and try to identify ways to reduce stressors or seek support to help you cope. So that's it.
Well, I'll be John Brown.
Yep. So that's that for you. Hopefully that helps, and now you're healed. Congratulations.
Yes, you'll never have that dream again.
That'll be $50. Yeah.
Yep.
For sure.
You will the pipe.
Your bill.
You will follow
Your bill's in
that
the mail.
to see what's on the other side of that pipe.
So my dream I've had a couple times these last couple weeks, and it seems like it's at like when any day that I absolutely am. I've had 3 terrible things happen to me, basically these last couple weeks.
3?
And yeah, I've had 3 things. Yeah, I know you know about 2, but I've had 3 things really bad happen. I didn't tell you about the 3rd. I'll tell you later. I don't want to get into the whole like what it is, all the bad things that have happened, but 3 of them fucking real bad. But anyway, at the worst point of each of those 3, I've had the same dream. And the dream was, and it's probably a pretty common dream, from what I understand, is my teeth were falling out of my head, right? They was falling out of my mouth. And like, I could feel like with my tongue, I could feel my gums. And like you could feel the hole in between your teeth, you know? And like, you could like scoop your tongue down and like play with the hole. And like, I remember like reaching into my mouth and like yanking teeth out and just like spitting them out. And I could feel all of the teeth in my hands. Like I was holding rocks, you know, like little pebbles in my hands. And I could feel like the blood dripping out of my mouth, and I could like taste it in my mouth, you know, like the metallic taste. And it was just like, I've had that dream 3 times in the last few weeks. Yeah.
Do you grind your teeth when you sleep?
I don't think so.
I can see like that, like a bit towards stress, grinding your teeth when you sleep.
Yeah, I don't think so. But because of the like fucking CPAP thing, it keeps your mouth closed. So I don't know if I'm grinding my teeth, but it definitely like keeps your mouth closed. So maybe. But it's only happened on like literally like when I was feeling my worst at each point of those 3 things is when I had that dream. So that dream was also like an indicator to me that I was getting, like I was at my worst point. Like it could only go up, basically. I was so fucking down when I had that dream. So I knew that I was going to recover after that, which was a weird way to look at it. But that was like kind of my little indicator.
So
you guys never had that dream? The teeth falling out?
Your rock bottom is dreaming about ripping your teeth out.
Not necessarily ripping my teeth out, as I was pulling them out because they were falling out. They were just naturally falling out of my mouth. So yeah, like I mean,
had that dream before, at least like once, right? Where our teeth are falling out or pulling out our hair or whatnot.
Right. And I expect most people to have had that dream, or at least be familiar with people who have. But the fact that it was happening so consistently over such a short amount of time, I was just like, what the hell's going on here? You know?
I know, like when I stress sleep, I say I don't know none of my dreams, but I know I grind my teeth, and I feel that pain. And the next morning I wake up, and that shit be hurt.
Oh, okay. I don't have any pain.
I'm grinding my teeth.
Oh yeah, I don't have any pain or nothing like that, so I don't think I grind. I also like none of my teeth are really like ground down, or they're not like flatter than they should be. They're like typical molars. So I don't, like I said, I don't think I grind. Like I know people who have ground and they get like, oh Well,
It's
I
just
know
like
some
this.
people who've like grounded like almost flat. So yeah, I don't have that shit. But yeah, my whole teeth thing, that's what the fuck I've been dreaming about. So, not to change the topic or anything like that, but to kind of get off this little fucking depressed shit.
Oh, okay.
Staying on the dream thing though. Do you guys remember a dream? Well, not you, Mike. You're just happy to be alive. But Leggett, do you remember a dream where it was like euphoric? You had such a great fucking dream that when you woke up, you were legitimately like, you felt good. Like you felt like in your body, you felt fucking like your endorphins going.
Yeah, absolutely. There was this dream. So there was a time back in the early 2000s where I went on like this music exploration kick where I wanted to listen to any and everything that wasn't on the radio or that other people around me were listening to. And there was this one song that I listened to, kid you not, for a week straight. And I mean a week straight of only this one song. And it was about a 10-minute song, no lyrics. It was just straight music. But anyway, this
feeling,
I kid you not. So I was feeling it that much. So this was during the time where it was like kind of in between iPod time, but not really iPod time. It was where you could get an MP3 disc. You could burn an MP3 disc and put it in a disc player, and the disc could play the music or whatever. It didn't have to be a WAV file. So anyway, I listened to the song about 4 weeks straight, and my batteries went out on my CD player, and I was super tired. And I wanted to take a nap, and I had been sleeping with this song playing in my ears. But when my battery went out, I still wanted to take my nap, so I took my nap. And in the dream, the song played, and it was like the background wherever I was disappeared, and I could literally swim through the music. And so as the music and the tempo picked up in the music, I started running really fast, and then I got on all fours running as fast as I could, and I turned into like this lion or something. And then there's a part in the song where the beat falls out and it's just chords that strings are playing, and I just jumped in the air and I just flew in the sky. And it was a pure musical experience, and I woke up with goosebumps.
That's actually pretty cool.
That was the best dream I had ever had.
You had a fucking soundtrack.
It was weird too, because
that's badass.
I wasn't like listening to music. It was all from my memory.
Right.
So much,
I could hear it. It was just, I was surrounded by music. I know that sounds crazy, but
that's actually really good. Like that, because a lot of people have dreams that they hear things, right? So like if you're at work and you constantly hear like a phone ring, and then you fall asleep and you hear the fucking phone ring, you'd probably be agitated and be like, son of a bitch. But you had it the complete opposite. You were just so entranced by this song, you heard it playing in your dream, and it was like the best shit ever for you. So that's the complete opposite.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was great. And I've never had that dream ever again. That was like, that was during my like music explorer days where I just wanted to listen to any and everything. And like, I don't know why, but that song stuck with me.
That's what's up. Mike?
Yep.
All right, Mike's just happy to be here. And, for me,
it's crazy that y'all just have like, damn, like you always hear about the dreams, but damn, I can't like to visualize. I don't get me wrong, I have dreams, but I never remember. I wake up so quick and out of breath. I guess like I'm just glad I'm alive. What was I just thinking about? And you know what sucks about it too, because like I'll wake up like, what was I dreaming about? I want to go back and have that feeling. I try to go back, nope,
nothing.
It never worked. I can never remember what it was.
Oh man.
Yeah. So for me, the dream I had that stands out was I was fairly young. I might have been like 11 or 12, and it was a Spider-Man dream. So Spider-Man's always been one of my favorite superheroes. Like just, being from New York, all that shit, blah, blah, blah. And I had his powers. Like I was literally able to shoot the webs and fucking swing around through the buildings, over the tops, doing the flips, all the acrobatics, blah, blah, blah. And just that feeling of being free, like that free to be able to move like that. And I just remember when I woke up, I was legitimately sad because it was over and I knew it was fake. Like, I was like, fuck. I was like, I'm just back to this fucking little fat pudgy piece of shit when I was just goddamn Nick Flame Ramos. And fucking, I just lost all of that. So yeah, I was that was the best dream I ever had. Nothing like yours. I didn't have to go through like some like trippy ass shit, but it was still a dream that I remember to this day, just standing out. Like, it was so good.
Yeah,
that was probably my favorite
dream.
dream.
Good, you never forget it.
Yeah, it really does stay with you for a long time. You said you remember your worst dream?
Every time I used to go fishing with my dad, and I get home from after fishing, I go to sleep, I just dream about that bobber. Just, that's all you look at while you're fishing, just looking at the bobber.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's what I go to sleep, and that's all I visual. Just, and then when I drove from California back to Louisiana after I retired, my truck, I got that exhaust on my truck. That's all I heard, because that's a 24-hour drive, 24-hour drive. And I was trying to go to sleep, humming. And all I heard was boom, 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 boom. And I was like, God damn, I can't even sleep. So like, I have shit like that that ruins my. But
that sucks.
Visuals? Nope, no visuals.
Yeah, I don't know how you don't have visuals. If you take melatonin, it kind of gives you.
I did it one time and I'll never do it again. I had a nightmare. I had a nightmare with that shit, and that's one dream I remember. Because it puts you into a real deep sleep.
You go deep sleep,
Yeah, and I did melatonin one time, and I was in California, and I was this is when I stayed with Dang.
Which one? Dang, Zang, or Lang?
Yeah, one of the triads. But
yeah.
I said it was
the triangle.
And then so I was sleeping. I was like, man, go try melatonin. Man, I went to sleep, and I had a dream that right next to my bed was a little ghost kid. And man, this dude shook the shit out of me. And I think the reason why it did that, because I have those dreams where I wake up, like I twist my ankle and shit like that. And I think it's because I stopped breathing. And that's my way my body's telling myself, hey, bro, you need to fucking wake up.
Right, you're literally dying.
Yeah, so with that, melatonin put me in that real deep sleep. And that little ghost boy shaking the shit, man, I woke up screaming. That little ghost boy, it felt so real because I was in my room that I was sleeping and I saw the whole visual and like that. And I think that's what it was. I think I went into such a deep sleep that the only way for me to wake up was to have that nightmare.
I think that nightmare is called a night terror. Like when you wake up literally screaming like that. Yeah. Like those are called night terrors. Like they feel like you're awake.
Yeah. And I've never done melatonin again after that shit.
Oh,
I've never done melatonin ever. Like I've had opportunity to do it, but I never actually did.
I use it fairly consistently. Like almost not every night, but yeah, I use it quite often.
Well, it's not
because I find that my mind doesn't go to sleep. No, it's not. It's not. There's no. Your body makes melatonin.
Yeah.
Right. Just in much smaller amounts. But anyway, like I take it or whatever, and it definitely puts my talkative brain at rest. Because like I find if I don't take it, if I'm not exhausted, like if I'm not physically fucking tired, like if I just go into my bed, it takes me so long to fall asleep. Like, dude, I'm not even kidding. I can get in bed at like 11 o'clock at night and it'll be 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm still awake because my brain just won't turn off. Like my brain just does not turn off unless I'm actually tired. But melatonin puts me out. Like if I take melatonin, it's literally 20 minutes later, I'm fucking gone. Like I'm out. So it's very helpful for me in that sense. But it does give you very vivid dreams. Like there'll be dreams I'll have, like I'll be going from one thing that completely unrelated to the next. Like there was one dream where I was fucking on this like, it was like a cruise ship, right? And it was like me and a bunch of my friends and shit like that. We're on a cruise ship. It starts to fucking sink. And then the next thing I know, we all escape the cruise ship and we're at like a theme park on fucking roller coasters and shit like that. And things don't tie together, but it's just like, it's crazy and very vivid. And you remember, or at least you remember the visuals you see. You may not, it might not have a coherent story from one to the next, but the visuals really stick with you pretty wild. I also have had a lot of dreams on melatonin about my father who passed away in 2016. So that was that's kind of crazy. And like I actually was able to like kind of come to terms with seeing him in my dreams, because there was a time I was seeing him like every goddamn night that I was going to bed, and he was in every single one of my dreams. And I remember telling my mom in real life, like I remember telling her, I was like, I'm seeing Dad like all the time. Like I don't know what to do. I can't sleep comfortably because I keep fucking dealing with this guy, you know? And she's like, tell him that. Like tell him in your dream that he needs to go. And I remember in one of my dreams, I was able to tell him, be like, look, you need to stop this. Yeah, like I need you to like move. Like we need to both move on. Like I can't be stuck in this dream world with you like this. You know, I have to move on. And since then, I've maybe seen him a handful of times. So like, yeah, it was really a weird thing. And like, it's just kind of trippy, but that's melatonin, man. Like it fucking,
wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy, but it's really trippy. Have you guys ever had lucid dreams where you can kind of control them like that? Like you can, you know, you're supposed to do something and like able to.
When I first heard about lucid dreaming, right? Like I started reading like websites and stuff about how to become a lucid dreamer, or tips that you can use to figure out that you're dreaming, so that you can, you know, gain the ability to control stuff in your dreams. But I've never been a lucid dreamer. Like I don't even know when I fall asleep. I can't even tell when I fall asleep. And usually when I fall asleep, I'm just in the dream and I can't control anything. I'm not even aware that I'm dreaming.
So, really? So you just feel like you're just you're watching a story more than anything.
Yeah, either that or I'm just participating in the story. Like it's just a regular everyday deal. Like, again, I have no idea that I'm dreaming. It's only happened like maybe once or twice my entire life where I realized that I was dreaming and I was actually able to control the outcome. So
yeah, that's pretty. And on melatonin, it's pretty lucid, honestly. Like you're able to do a lot that you want to do. Or like if you start thinking about it and you like kind of catch on, like, oh, this is just a fucking dream. Like you can like direct it the direction you want to go.
Yeah, so, when I tried,
like, I've had some pretty fucking like
yeah, when I tried to do it, I got to the point where in the dream I could realize that I was dreaming, but as soon as I realized that I was dreaming, I would get excited and I would wake up. Like I would wake myself up. So it just never worked out. Yeah,
that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, and Mike's the only dream he's ever had is his night terror.
Yeah.
Like, that was
you ever had sleep paralysis though? Have you ever had?
Yeah, I've had sleep paralysis. I've had sleep paralysis. But the thing is, sleep paralysis, like that's when your body is basically your mind is dreaming still, but your body, your mind is waking up, but your body is still in that sleep mode. Yeah. So that's why you can't move. Like you're just stuck because your body's technically sleeping, like it's paralyzed.
I used to always get that shit in the office on the way down. When I used to take those little lunch naps.
Oh, really?
Wake up and be like, I need to start moving. I could not move.
Yeah, it's really bad when you have the sleep paralysis and a nightmare at the same time. Yeah. So like that's like when it's really scary shit. So I've had that happen. One time I was in college and my roommate was he was sleeping below me. Like we had bunk beds, and I had yeah, no, I'm just lying. We slept together, me and my roommate. Yeah. So there we were, we were spooning. And
so there we was.
Yeah. But anyway, so he was below, he was at the bottom, and I was sleeping, and I remember the room like caught fire, and it was just fucking burning, but I couldn't move, and like I couldn't breathe because of the smoke. And I remember looking out at the fucking burning room, and there were like little fucking demons or people, like burning people, like in the fucking flames, and they were like dancing in the fucking flames. And I was just like, I'm in hell. Like I'm going to hell. Like this is literally what I'm seeing right now. Is, you know, fucking these hell demons bringing me down to hell or some shit. And then I remember saying, I was like, I gotta fucking move. And then I felt like the bed shaking, and I was like, okay, here it goes. I'm falling down to hell. And my roommate was fucking kicking the bottom of my bed to wake my ass up. And I woke up screaming because I thought I was fucking falling into hell.
Kicking, or was he jerking off?
Wow.
But he was jerking off beneath me. Just going to fucking town. Thank God he was.
Man, have you
and then he came everywhere and he put the flames out, and it was great.
Everything.
Pulled out his hose, put out the flame.
Put them all out. Thank you, Kyle.
Have you ever had false awakenings before? Now that's some
False
crazy
awakening?
stuff, man. Yeah, it's where
I'm not
you
sure what that is.
dream. It's where you dream you woke up, but when you wake up, you're not really waking up. You're still dreaming. You just dreamt that you woke up.
That sounds like some Inception shit.
Yeah, it's weird. Like that. Generally, when I used to wet the bed when I was a kid, it was because I dreamt that I woke up and walked to the bathroom and peed in the toilet, but I was actually peeing in the bed.
Oh my
like
god.
that.
Okay, so what you just
Yeah,
described.
that's a lot. Yeah,
A friend of mine in college, different friend, but he said the same shit. He said he thought he woke up and went to the restroom and peed, but in reality, his fucking drunk ass was just still in the bed and he just fucking pissed and shit the bed.
Yep. That used to happen to me. Like anytime
I didn't know that was a fucking
as a kid.
what it was called.
It was because I had a false awakening and I woke up in the dream.
Yeah, this guy was like 19 or 20. He wasn't.
Oh wow.
He wasn't a little kid.
Yeah.
He was just
It
fucking
happens,
drunk as
bro.
hell, like coming back from the bar and
But
he's shitting
to
piss the bed.
this day, like if I go to the bathroom at night and like I'm about to use the bathroom in the middle of the night or whatever, I always pinch myself or do something really weird just to make sure I'm not asleep.
Oh, that you're actually awake.
Yeah.
That's
I
pretty
just have
smart,
I just
actually.
do that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I slap my dick.
Yeah,
I just punch
But
myself in the balls.
But you know what really sucks?
I'm awake.
I'm awake.
What really sucks is like doing that and then realizing that you're still asleep. That's happened to me a couple of times. But
Oh, shit.
for whatever reason, I didn't pee the bed. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
peed in the dream, but I was still holding the.
That's
my
hilarious.
bladder.
You like trained your subconscious to fucking wake yourself up,
that's pretty,
so you don't do that.
Yep.
That's really
It's
cool.
crazy.
But that's kind of a lucid dream then. That's kind of lucid,
Yeah.
right? You're controlling yourself to kind of do that.
I guess, but I guess that's
I would
one
say so,
case
yeah.
where I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I don't
Do
know how
you
to
do
explain it.
every time you use the
Interesting,
restroom in
for
real life? I mean, when you're awake, do you pinch yourself?
Yeah. If I'm using the bathroom in the middle of the night,
Every
in real
time.
life, I pinch myself.
I'm talking about just during the day. Like, hey man, lunch break.
Oh no! I only do it like when I get up to pee in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
That's when I do it. So.
Damn.
I have
Yeah,
a
that's pretty
friend. He every time that we go out and do something, like alcohol plays a lot of part of it, but he treats the dresser drawers. He treats those as bathrooms. He'll fucking open that shit up and just piss in that motherfucker. He's like, bro, what are you doing? And you
Oh
just
my
go back to
god,
sleep.
man! Use the bathroom, man. What does it look like I'm doing?
Exactly.
I remember. Do you remember Khan by any chance? The girl, she was like a little. I think she was a yeoman or a PS. I think it was a. Was she a PS? I think she was a PS.
Oh, I
Um,
do remember her. Yep,
Do you remember
I
her?
remember her. I remember
Mike,
her.
do you
That
remember?
name.
I know
But-
the name.
Anyway, Khan was. We were on deployment, and she gets back from the ship or whatever, and she's like. She goes to wake up this other girl who was, and I'm not going to say the other girl's name, but she was one of the original people. I think she was a plank owner. But anyway, she goes to wake up this girl and is like, hey, get out of my rack because you're passed out fucking drunk in my rack, right? And I guess she realizes that this girl is just covered in her own shit. So this other girl had climbed into Khan's rack, shit all over herself, rolled around in it while she was passed out, and then fucking Khan got back, was like, hey, get out of my rack, and realized that this girl was just completely fucked up her shit.
That rack again. I mean,
Right?
that's not my rack.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Khan was a super
man.
sweet girl. Like, she was so patient, so sweet. Everybody loved her. The only time I ever saw her, like, furious was when she was coming out of her birthing, just fucking losing her mind, screaming, like, somebody get that fucking bitch out of my fucking rack, blah, 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 losing her shit. Was,
Wow.
yeah. So, it happens to everybody, not just us.
We had on my first ship, we had, because we were down there in Mississippi when I stationed in Mississippi, and so you had ships on outboard of you. Cause we had 3 CGs down there.
Yeah. So you guys are all side by side.
Yeah, so like you'd have to request permission to cross.
Yeah, and do it again and again.
Well, the dude he did that, but that first ship we were on outboard, so he had to request permission to cross. But he gets on that ship, he goes on that ship, the same CG, and he goes down where his rack would be, and he sleeps in this dude's rack. And next morning, he had to wake up. Like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? He's just like, he doesn't know none of the people around him, so he has to go wake up, come in his ship. We had a dude on on my first trip that he got so drunk he turned himself around in the cubicle or where the 3 racks are at, and he jumped in another rack because he got turned around so many times because he was so drunk.
Yeah.
He just, I guess it's left, so he jumps over here. And he was like, "Man, get on my rack." He's like, "No, that's your rack over there." He's like, "No, motherfucker, you're in my rack."
Oh my god,
It's so
man.
fucking stupid.
Fucking
That's
out.
hilarious though. I remember. I don't know. You remember Spittler? By any chance?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I remember Spittler. Fucking. He comes and he wakes me up. And he's fucking decked out in. He was topside rover. So he came down full fucking. He had like M16 on and everything. He comes down to berthing, and he fucking like wakes me up. He's like, "Ramos, we come up with me upstairs to the fucking bridge." He's like, "It's an emergency." And I was like, "What the fuck is going on? Why do I have to go up to the bridge in the middle of the fucking night?" Like, we're in I forgot where the fuck we were, but anyway, everybody's gone from the ship. So I go with him up to the bridge, and we're on the bridge wing, and we're just looking out, and he's like, "Dude, look at that fucking alien ship." And I was like, "What the fuck are we looking at here?" And I see these lights that are blinking in like a circle. So like it starts and then it goes around, and then another light, and then, and I was just like, "What the fuck is that?" Dude, it was tripping me out. Like, I was like, "Are we really looking at a fucking UFO right now?" So I'm freaking out or whatever. And he's like, "Dude, I don't know what the hell this is." And it's dark. Like, all you see are these lights, whatever. And whatever it is just kind of hovering in place. So we're just like, "Dude, this shit ain't moving." Like, it's weird as fuck. So I go down and I tell the OD or whatever. I was like, "Hey, I don't know what the fuck this thing is over there, but you need to go to the other side, the port side, and look out whatever the fuck that is. We need to figure out what that shit is, because it's obviously over a Navy base kind of thing. Like, what's going on here?" We're looking at the shit. Everybody fucking thinks this thing is a goddamn UFO. Until fucking somebody comes out of nowhere and is like, "You guys are fucking stupid. That's a goddamn blimp." The blimp was just coming at us,
God.
so the lights were just looking like a fucking circle. Just a bunch of fucking idiots. We were all fucking like, my excuse was I was actually drunk. Like, they woke me up, I was fucking drunk.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I was responsible for that. I blame the dumbass OOD and Spittler, who were goddamn on watch and could not figure out what the fuck it was and thought it was a fucking UFO.
gosh,
And
man.
Spittler especially. But yeah, so good times. There are some really, really dumb shit that happens on Navy ships sometimes.
Yeah, that fucking. You talking about how the dude woke you up in your rack, man. So my first ship, it was supply and admin used to sleep in the berthing, and medical corpsmen were admin. And then so fucking, I'm sleeping in my rack. This dude comes in my rack middle of the night, and he's just like, "Hey man, such and such cut himself." I'm like, "All right, man, fucking just apply pressure." And he's like, "All right." So he goes, he's like, "Hey man, he's still bleeding." I was like, "What the fuck you want me to do?" He's like, "Can you open up medical?" I said, "No." He's like, "This ain't Scott?" I said, "No, Scott sleeps over there." He was bleeding probably for like 5-10 minutes because I went back to sleep because after I was like, "Man, just apply pressure. I don't know what the fuck you want me to do." Like,
Yeah. What do you want me to open the ship's door? Like,
you can go down the laundry and get some clothes for him. What do you want me to do? Man?
what am I supposed to do?
He was trying to get him in medical, and I was just sitting there like, "Let's just apply pressure. You'll be all right. Fuck, put a Band-Aid on it."
Solid medical advice from.
And the corpsman, he slept right across from me on the bottom rack.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Good times. All right, so I want to go ahead and move on from the dream thing. I appreciate you guys entertaining me a little bit for that.
We're here for you.
But I have two Am I the Assholes, and I want you guys to decide which one you want to do. All right, so the first one is, am I the asshole for wanting to go to the funeral of a girl that I helped get addicted to drugs?
Oh, damn.
All right. And then the other one is, am I the asshole for losing my shit over cookies when my daughter-in-law tossed them out?
The funeral one sounds good to me.
You want to do that one? Lego, what's your vote?
Actually, he's the guest.
Let's go to
Yep.
the funeral.
Funeral it is.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to read it, and then we're going to talk about it, all right? And I'm going to put a little pizzazz in my read. Hopefully it sounds good. Okay.
Right.
I'm a good baker. I enjoy making sweet treats for everyone to enjoy. My daughter-in-law, Emily, is very health conscious, and even more so now that they have 2 kids. She's the type of person who avoids sugars, mostly eats organic, and avoids processed foods. When the grandkids visit, I usually make cookies or something sweet for them to enjoy. Every single time. Oh, fuck, no, this is the wrong goddamn one.
Goddamn, what's the cookies
Fuck
gotta
that.
do?
I was
The
like,
cookies were laced with
I was
fentanyl.
laughing, but I was like, wait a minute. Am I
This
missing
ain't right. Yeah, I'm a goddamn idiot.
You're an asshole.
All right.
something? Yeah,
All
you
right.
are.
Here we go.
There it is.
Back to the one that we're supposed to be doing. let me put some more pizzazz into this one. That's not about cookies. All right, here we go. Am I the asshole for wanting to go to the funeral of a girl that I helped get addicted to drugs? I'm 26 and clean from heroin for 3 years. I was also a piece of shit and used to deal for a while. I managed to get it with a beautiful girl named Marcy when I first started getting into the thick of things. She knew who I was, but she said she loved me. I will regret this for the rest of my life, but I was the person who shot up Marcy for the first time. After that, there was no stopping her. She stuck around with me, probably because I was her dealer more than anything. But then I got clean and never saw her again for a long time. A year ago, she reached out to me on Facebook and told me that she'd been clean for a few months. And she said that she didn't hate me for what happened, and she hoped I was still clean. Last week, I got a call from my sister, who told me she saw on Facebook that Marcy had OD'd, and there was a funeral service this upcoming Thursday. I immediately just burst into tears because I hoped that this would never happen, and I feel so much guilt over it. I want to go to the funeral service for her, but I'm afraid my presence would be unwanted. At the most, I would just slip in the back, pay my respects, and then leave. I need to do this for myself. Am I the asshole for wanting to go?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Absolutely,
All right,
you
we're
are.
What's the years between
Absolutely,
these
you
two?
are. That is so selfish. Hey, guy from Reddit or wherever. If you're watching this video, I'm sure you will because we're worldwide.
Exactly.
Look.
Mr. Worldwide.
Share
That is
One of
the
our
most
tens of
selfish
followers.
thing that you could possibly do is to go to the funeral of the person that you got addicted to heroin. And that's not even let's think about this logically, right? You're going to a funeral that's going to be filled with family and friends, most of which probably know you and probably know that you were the one who introduced her to smack, which basically means they're probably going to hurt you. So you shouldn't go. I mean, for your own safety and just suck it up. It's selfish that you even want to indulge yourself in saying goodbye to her when it's all your fault. It's the most selfish thing you could do. You have no consideration for the people who attend the funeral if you go. And it's really just a bad look, especially if she has family members that are bigger than you or want to hurt you. So just leave it alone. Just deal
Damn,
with
Leggett,
the guilt.
tell us how you really
it's your
feel.
fault.
You know,
That's
now that he said that, I kind of agree with him. Because I was at first, I was like, he got clean, she got clean, then she went back. But then again, when you bring in the family members and all that, I guess you're pretty much an asshole. But
And they
I guess
know.
if you want to pay respect, do it afterwards. You know, like go afterwards, pay your respects. Then you don't let that time be for the family and her loved one. You weren't a loved one because you disconnected. You know what I'm saying? So you're not a loved one. She really probably didn't even care about you. So I mean, fuck it. You know?
Well, he said that. He
100%.
acknowledged that. He's like, I'm pretty much was her dealer at that point, you know? But
And you
it
cannot
sounded
tell
like,
me that-
I think both of you are right.
Right. You can't tell me that there aren't people at that funeral that know exactly who he is and what he did to her. There would probably be several people there. So just don't even do it, man. Just take this one on the chin.
Yeah, I wouldn't go either. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I guess
would
you
definitely
pay
just,
your respects afterwards. You know, go to the graveside afterwards, do that. But fucking, because like if you feel that bad about, because I'm sure he feels bad about it.
Sure.
But like you said, there's a time and place for it. So fucking, you don't do it around family and friends.
Yeah.
Just so you can
absolutely
feel better
true.
about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no, I think you guys are both right. Judging from this one, it seems like most people think that he's an asshole for even considering going. So you guys pretty much hit the nail on the head with that. I can't imagine, like, I don't even know what you would argue against that to play devil's advocate. Like, what, you go to the funeral and then what? You feel better, but everybody there else is like, this is the guy who fucking caused this.
Yeah,
imagine the uncomfortable conversations that you have.
I didn't do it. She did it.
It'd be like, so how do you know? Let's call her Stacy. So how do you know Stacy? Like, what do you say? What do you say when they ask?
Yeah, I was a dealer. You know
I was, you know.
That'd be so bad. You just don't give a fuck. She owes me money.
You completely avoid the question. So how do you know Stacy? I've been clean for 10 years. So, if I can do it, anybody else can do it. I was trying to get her clean. You know,
I heard she was dealing now, and I need some stuff.
Exactly. I was telling her to stop. That's
just trying to talk her out of it. But yeah, no, it is sad. Like I feel bad. I feel really bad. Honestly, I feel bad for a lot of people like this. Because I don't think anybody really ODs for no one does that shit on purpose, really, unless you're trying to kind of off yourself in a way, you know?
Yeah, suicide. Yeah.
So it's you. I feel like most times it's just an accident, like something's cut with something that it shouldn't be. So I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey,
I always feel bad for those
in,
people.
Pulp Fiction.
Which
John
one?
Travolta's when John Travolta's in the bathroom and Uma Thurman's playing "You'll Be a Woman Soon," and like she finds the heroin in his pocket and she thinks it's cocaine and she snorts it up and it's just man, that's such a cool scene. I love Pulp Fiction, by the way. That movie's awesome, dude.
I can tell. I remember. So I'm gonna just put this out there because it was fucking fucked up, and I don't really care about this person. Yeah. Basically, when I was a young kid, the guy who I thought was my dad growing up, I remember finding these little vials of blood in the medicine cabinet of our apartment. And my mother had passed away, like my biological mother had passed away by this point. And I remember finding these little, like I said, these little vials of blood. And there were 2 or 3 of them, or whatever. I didn't know what the fuck it was, but I remember seeing these little vials of blood. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I remember even as a young kid, like being 6 or 7, like seeing this and just being like, I don't know what this is, but this is fucking weird, right? And at the time, that the guy who I thought was my dad and his brother were like, his brother had moved in and he was a big fucking user and shit like that. And it turns out that they were just putting drugs, I'm assuming heroin or something like that, into the fucking vials, like mixing them up and then sharing the blood between the 2 of them to get each other high. Yeah, because they had the same blood type, so they could literally take the blood out of themselves, fucking mix it with the drugs, and then inject half the blood into one of them, half the blood into the other, and they can both get high off the same fucking dose, basically. Yeah.
You can do that?
Yeah, it's just drugs and it's just in the blood. It's just, instead of injecting it directly into your veins, you're fucking putting it into a vial, shaking it up, mixing it up, and then sharing that. So, yep, I remember finding that, and then fucking somebody down the line, I was telling them that, and they put 2 and 2 together, and they were like, that's what the fuck was going on. Like one of my older cousins kind of told me about it and was like, yeah, that was it. So
damn,
I was like, what the fuck?
That is crazy.
Yeah. So
wild.
Yeah, people do weird things to get high. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, everybody's I remember I don't think either of you have ever done any like serious drugs. Probably weed, I would guess weed, maybe mushrooms.
Heroin.
Yeah, right.
Booger sugar.
So when I was reading the Am I the Asshole for the Cookie thing, it made me think about, because it was like, am I the asshole for fucking throwing away my mom's fucking cookies or whatever the fuck it was? It made me think about, that's the very first time I got high ever. And I snuck out of the house and I went to my friend's house, and he had a fucking Ford Explorer, and we all fucking smoked in his car for, like, it was amazing. and I was high as a fucking kite, and I snuck back into my house. And I remember my mom, who's not known for baking cookies and things like that. That's not something she baked a lot of cakes, but she made fucking cookies that day. And she made probably like fucking 2 trays of cookies. And I went upstairs and I ate all of them. I ate probably 40 fucking cookies. And I remember she woke up and she was losing her fucking mind. She's like, "Who the fuck ate my cookies?" Blah 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 blah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they were for work.
Cookies.
It was like somebody's birthday.
Oh, no,
Not anymore.
Yeah. Yep. And that was crazy because that was the very first time I had ever gotten high, and there was like a gift from God of just fucking cookies in my kitchen.
Is that a deal breaker if your significant other can't bake cookies? Is that something that's high on your list?
No,
must-haves?
I mean, it's not a. I mean, baking cookies now is super easy. Like you literally just cut a fucking.
Yeah, you can put
like,
it in air fryer now.
Like how
anything,
often are you like eating?
I made cookies
like, regularly,
this last couple weeks ago. It's easy.
Like, are you eating
What
them
type
regular?
of cookies?
Like, I mean, whatever cookies you like.
Like Oreos?
Yeah, sure, Oreo.
I mean, it depends on what you're talking about. Like, are you talking biscuits or cookies? Like, what type of
I'm
cookies?
talking-
I need a type.
Like chocolate chip cookies.
I had chocolate chip cookies this last month. I baked them myself.
Okay, so you do bake regularly then?
Next question.
Like at least a couple of times a month. What I'm saying is, so the woman.
No, I
your
personally don't bake that
your
often, no.
SO doesn't have to know how to bake cookies. That's not a deal breaker.
If she can't bake cookies, she probably can't do anything because baking cookies is so fucking easy now.
Yeah, you fuck up cookies.
You can't fuck up cookies. Like you literally just cut them, put them into a pan, and throw them into the oven. That's it.
The only way you fuck
There's
up
no way to mess it up
you're
unless you leave them in too long.
You're like, I'm gonna cook them faster by putting it at 500. That's the only way you fuck up cookies.
That's it. Yeah, if she's doing some dumb shit like that,
And
she's
now
got
her
bigger
reason
problems.
for it, I think if I put it at 500, it only take 5 minutes. You're like,
Yeah, no, we've got bigger problems then.
Does she get extra points if she has her own from scratch recipe? Do you put her
absolutely.
before the easy bake cookie girl?
Yeah, because
Yes,
I want to know what's
100%.
next.
Yeah, I would definitely give her extra points for that. If I think the key to a man's heart is honestly through his stomach. So if a girl can cook, like that means so fucking much. Like it really does. Yeah, and I think
I think it's a compliment if I get fat. And instead of her cooking, she should take that as a compliment.
Exactly. Honestly, yeah, that should be a compliment too, and they should stop their bitching.
Well, what does that say about me then? What does it say
Appreciate
about me?
this.
Man, look at this. Look at this. What does that say about me? What does that say about me?
You need some cookies.
You need some carbs.
Some carbs.
Can we move on to the next subject? We can move on. We're good. We're good.
Okay, so let's just talk about this real quick. What do you guys think is like? Okay, so if you guys had to say you have a love language, right? Do you know what the love languages are?
Touch.
Touch is one. Yep. I think there's like 5 of them. Let's look them up.
It's called. Is it Latin, French?
Sex?
No, it's literally just like there's like 5 of them, I think. All right, let's see what they are.
It's German. German is the love language, right?
Okay, so not the love language. It would be French. It's fucking definitely not German. German is just like aggressive fucking like that is definitely not Tagalog either. It's neither of those. Jesus Christ. Nothing against. Sorry, Carlo. Like don't mean to upset you back there.
Man. Hey,
but
pork sinigang though. Pork sinigang? Oh my goodness. In the wintertime?
See, that's a love language.
That's sour, tangy, but not bad, sour, tangy.
Yeah,
soupy,
not overpowering. Yeah.
All right, so here are the 5 love languages. All right, there's acts of service, there's quality time, words of affirmation, physical touch, and receiving of gifts. So, of those, would you say that which one of those is your primary?
What was the first one?
Acts of service.
Acts of service.
So somebody doing nice things for you. So just, they thinking about you and they fucking just do something nice.
I think my love language. What I use
so-
to communicate how I feel would definitely be acts of service. I think that's what I do.
Acts of service, that's
Like,
your thing. So is doing
that's
things
how
for
I
others that
communicate.
brings them
Yeah.
joy.
Yes.
Okay, so that's
how
nice.
I
Mike, what about you?
communicate
I'm thinking acts of service. But what was the last one you said?
Receiving of gifts, which is enjoy surprise gifts and tangible symbols of thoughtfulness and effort. So it doesn't have to be something expensive like a fucking watch or something like that. It can be literally just like something small, like even food. Food can be that too.
That's saying I need gifts, right?
Yeah. I mean, or you can give it to other people. Like if you were, doing it for somebody else, like what is something that you would do to show your appreciation towards them? Like what is your love language towards them? There's towards them, and it might be different coming back. Like, what do you want?
Yeah.
But it sounds like Leggett is both. Like, he wants that and he gives that. Right? Would that be fair to say, Lego?
Yeah. I think receiving. I think I would receive the service and the physical touch. I think
and the physical touch.
If I could get a mixture of those, receiving but only have to give acts of service, I think that would be a perfect situation.
But if you have to choose one,
as far as receiving,
yeah, touching ain't mine.
Yeah, as far as receiving, like if you have to choose one, you can't have both. You can have one or the other. Even if it's 51%, like one of them is going to be more than the other.
Which one would you choose?
Okay, all right. I'm
just
going
through all of them.
Yeah.
If I'm going to do acts of service to receive, then.
Okay, so you got acts of service for both, for giving and receiving. So, Mike, what about you? So, for giving to somebody else, Mike, which one of those 5 would you go with? Words of affirmation, acts of service, physical touch, quality time, and receiving gifts.
I'd say for somebody receiving gifts.
So give to somebody. So you're a big gift giver.
Yeah.
Okay, to show you care about them. Here's a gift. That's what you do. Okay.
And for me, I would like quality time.
Quality time. All right. Yeah. Quality time is just giving attention to another person, active listening, and making time for them.
Yeah.
So that's your number 1 for you. For me, I would say that both, honestly. I think I like to. I'm torn between giving, right? Because I like to give gifts, but I also really, really like physical touch. Like I like to touch the other person, right? Like that's my fucking thing. Is I like to feel that. So I feel like if it's anything, I feel like physical touch would probably beat receiving gifts by like 55 to like 45. It's very close, right? But if I have to choose, I would say physical touch means more to me than anything of these. And then same thing for me getting back. I don't give a shit about fucking gifts. I don't care you making time for me. I don't care about acts of service. I don't care what the fuck you say to me with words.
Just
like if you fucking if like you somebody touching you, I think is the closest. Like I think it's the best way to show someone cares about you. They're comfortable enough to fucking hold your hand, to give you a kiss, to fucking like just anything. Like you're walking down the street and just holding their hand, or fucking they put their arm through your arm and like kind of walk down the street. Shit like that, I fucking love. Like I melt for that type of shit. Huh?
Get off of me.
Get the fuck away from me. Yeah, but like no bullshit. Like that's definitely my thing. Is I just fucking love that.
Like that.
I'm a sap for that shit
like
too.
that. I can't. After a while, like you cuddle on the couch. After a while, I'm like, all right, bro, go on your fucking side now, bro. Like,
not me. I fucking love that shit. Like if
I can't.
You want to fucking lay on my lap,
I can barely
put your head on my lap.
So.
I'll play with your hair fucking all night.
I can barely breathe, so I mean, fuck. Stop taking.
You're getting smothered.
Stop taking my air. Like a cat.
Yeah. So yeah, that was just, I don't know. I just figured I'd fucking ask you guys. That's definitely my thing, is physical touch for sure. I'm a big sap when it comes to that shit.
I like quality time.
Yep, I don't care about any of the other shit really. Quality time is cool. I mean, it's nice to make time for people. Like, I don't really care about that though. Like, you can make time for anybody, but you're not going to touch anybody, you know? Like, I can make time for fucking my fucking friends.
That's
you know,
love.
Like it is love, but it's not the same type of love. I'm spending time with y'all
Thank
because
you.
I love you guys too. But I'm not gonna go holding hands with y'all walking down the street.
So obviously you don't care about touch.
All right. Okay. So before we get out of here, do we want to do the question? We have one question. This is a long episode.
All right, we got
So
time
let
for
me
this
go ahead.
one question.
Yep. Let me go ahead and open this up. It's the last thing that we do. So for those of you curious what the
Leggett
hell's
has to
going on
pick
right
the
now,
number.
Leggett is going to choose the number. Yes. So what we do is I have a list of 404 questions to get to know somebody better. We're going to answer these pretty quickly just because it is such a long episode.
Yes.
But Leggett's going to go ahead and choose a number between 1 and 404. And I'm going to go ahead and ask that question, and we're going to talk about it. All right. So, Lego, you're the guest of honor. So please go ahead and choose a number.
Let's go with 227 because there's no place like home.
227.
Is that the area code? Or is that the TV show? The TV show, right?
Remember Jack A? Man, she was bad back in the day,
Yeah, she
man.
was,
Jack
yeah.
A. Woo.
All right, here we go.
Watch that show, 227.
Oh yeah.
What lesson have you had to learn again and again until it finally stuck?
What lesson did I have to learn again and again until it finally stuck?
Oh,
Yep.
I know what I'm going to answer with this one. The lesson I learned, I had to learn was it's okay to be who you are.
Okay.
Because there, at least growing up, right, there was like this tug of war between me trying to be who I was and me trying to like be who others thought I needed to be or who I should be to fit in. And I always had to learn, like, trying to be somebody other than who you really are just ends up biting you in the butt in the end. Like, you still need to ultimately be true to yourself in order to be really happy. And I had to like get in situations where I just was unhappy over and over and over again until I realized, no, I gotta be me. And it took me quite a while to well in my late 20s before I finally got it. So that's what I learned.
Nice. No, that's a good little piece of hopefully somebody like listening can actually take that advice, kind of run with it a little bit.
That's pretty much like after he just mentioned that, and how you were talking about you just stay up late at night. Just sometimes you lose sleep just thinking, overthinking.
Yes.
That like stressing out. Like I used to always stress out about work, and what
Right.
for? You know what I'm saying? Why stress out about work? Like,
Yep.
I used to, because when after I went through my divorce and all that stuff, that's when I stopped stressing out about work, because I found out that they don't care about us. You know, they don't care. And I used to, you know how many times I was matched at arms, and I used to always, I used to always sit there and be like, "What they gonna do? Fire me? They can't fire me." So,
Yeah.
I got the fucking FSA started fucking saying this shit. I was like, "Hey, wait, calm down. Fuck, y'all doing perfect." But I mean, like stressing out. Like I see people, and I tell people all the time, especially when I was on the Wayne Meyer, like, bro, don't stress it out. Like, don't make it affect your family. Because at the end, when you retire or when you get out, that's who's going to be there for you, your family and your friends.
True.
Like, because everybody, you know, they always talk about that cliche that, man, my military friends is my family now. That's who's going to be there at the end for you, man. All that work shit, all that. Man, because all my commands, I had to be the first person there. I felt like I had to be the last person leaving. And so I'll take all that quality time away from my family. And I thought, I was like, man, that's what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
Yeah, and trust me, like I would sit there. My wife at times, she'll argue and fight about it, but she wouldn't tell me the real problem. Like if she would have just looked at me like, you put too much effort into work and you don't care about your fucking family. I learned that shit down afterwards after going through a divorce and shit that. But if that's a lesson that I would always think that, man, they need me at work, they need me. Motherfucker, they don't care about me.
Nope. You were useless.
Exactly. I used to hit my rack at 7 o'clock. Everybody's like, "Why you hitting your ass? We ain't doing shit." Fuck, I'm going to sleep, man. Fuck this shit.
Nice. Again, hopefully somebody can actually take that and realize that it's probably better to.
Do you think, like a lot of I think the generation now, they're starting to understand that. This generation now, why? They don't give a fuck.
You need to kind of have a reason for. Yeah, they're not the just taking it laying down generation for sure. Yeah. Which I appreciate for them, honestly.
Yeah, I do too.
Hopefully they can actually make some fucking change because there's a lot of fucked up stuff going on right now.
Indeed.
So for me, I would say that learning that your actions speak louder than your words is something that I had to, it took a while until that one stuck for me. That people will remember you for what you did and not necessarily what you said, right? And that goes for a lot of things. That goes for work. It goes for relationships. It goes for just living life in general. Like I don't remember a lot of the arguments and like things like that I had with people in the military or anything like that, but I do remember the things that we did together, like this different type of bullshit that we all had to put up with each other. I also don't remember, I remember, for example, in like relationships, if somebody tells you like, oh, they can tell you they love you till they're blue in the face, but the thing is, do they show you that? Like, do you actually like feel that they love you? There's a difference between, you'll remember how they made you feel, right? Because of how they acted towards you, but you're not going to remember like them just saying it doesn't fucking matter. So that's the kind of thing that it took a long time for me to realize, is that you doing things. And I think that plays into like my love language too, the physical touch kind of thing. That how you act is what people are going to remember you for, and not what you say. So that's my thing. So I don't really have too much more with that.
Right,
man, that's good.
So that's
good,
it,
man.
Yeah, that's all I got. All right. So before we get out of here, I like to ask, what is something that you've been enjoying this week that you want to share with the audience? Usually try to keep it under about 30 seconds, just because it's a good little segue to us getting out of here.
All right.
Lego, what's something you've been enjoying this week?
Yeah.
That you want to share with the listeners?
Where I am, the weather is starting to get warm and people are starting to get outside, which means it's time to get your garden started. I got my seeds started this weekend. I got about 8 different varieties of tomatoes. I got some cucumbers. I got some collard greens and some green beans planted and ready to go. And I can't wait to transition them to outside. So enjoy the spring and the growing season, because it's time. Get in your gardens. Let's get it going. That's all I got.
Very nice.
Glad you mentioned that. I got to get my my daughter. She got those little what's the little boxes, just garden boxes above ground.
Oh yeah,
gardens or whatever them shits are called.
I don't know, little greenhouse.
Yeah. Well, she has a greenhouse and she has the little planters or whatever them shits are. But I told her, I said, come April, that's when we're going to start. Because she rents my house now and she always wants to do a garden. So I said, we're going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what I've been into this week. But I'm glad Leggett reminded me before I forget. But
let's go.
Man, you know what? I mean, I watch shows I like to watch for some reason. I don't know why I feel childish watching them. Is like teenage drama shows like Cobra Kai, fucking School Spirit. And I've been watching the show School Spirit. And I was like, why am I drawn to this shit? Like, does it just remind me of my past or some shit? Like Cobra Kai. It's teenage drama shows. And here I am, fucking 45 years old, watching teenage drama shows.
You know what?
Everybody's got their own little fix, man.
I watched the first couple of seasons of Cobra Kai, man, and it gave me Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, just that 90s, that 90s like fighting. That? Yeah, man. It screams Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It's crazy.
Yeah, it screams.
Okay, I've never watched it because I am not into teenage dramas and shit like that at all. But I can definitely see why people
Yeah.
like
But
it.
every episode, every season ends in a big fucking massacre fight.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Yeah.
like
It's
you're
wild.
like, how? You guys are fucking teenagers. How come nobody's stopping this shit?
Yeah,
Like,
I know, man. All that's missing is like Tyrannosaurus. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's all yeah.
Respect. For me, the only thing I have been enjoying this week, honestly, is after I fell into my like fucking depression for a while.
well, yeah.
My little slump, yeah. Maybe not depression, but I was in a fucking hole. Is getting back into the gym again. Like, I was doing so good, man. I was fucking crushing my PRs and all types of shit. Going crazy. And once I fell into my hole, I just stopped giving a fuck about everything, dude. Like, I wasn't hungry anymore. I was eating like one meal a day. I just was sitting on my fucking couch being a fucking sad sack of shit, right? And once I got past it, I was like, I need to fucking get, back into feeling, at least feeling more like myself. And getting back into the gym, I have a really nice home gym. Just even going back into my garage really, really helped clear out my negativity I was feeling in my head,
Hell, I'm going to that
so-
lagoon. Those pictures, that lagoon.
With the lagoon? Oh, absolutely, man. That place is just doing things like that. But mostly I just wanted to talk about the physical aspect of taking care of yourself. Like going out for a walk if you're feeling down. Like something small like that can be the catalyst for you feeling better, Like, it doesn't have to be something crazy.
Walk, man,
I know you were. You really were. You were doing a lot to try to help me.
It took for me to. I guess I should have touched you. I guess I should have came over there.
It's just the
and
physical
fucking
touch,
touched
man.
you.
He
That
needs-
was it. I was
I'm
just
a
waiting for you to
missing
come
link.
over here,
Speaking all
Mike.
day, but I
You
have
got to do
show
it.
you. I have to
You
show
got to. You got to show him.
Now you know, Mike.
Yes, damn.
When
I
I
learned
get
a lot.
sad,
I learned a lot.
just touch your boy. That's all I need. But yeah, so get out there if you're feeling down, or even if you're not feeling down. It's just a good time to, just do your thing. Summer's right around the corner, so you want to look good, you want to feel good. Get into the gym,
Yeah,
or
well,
literally just get active. Like, that's all you really need to do. Get those endorphins going. Yeah, and you'll feel a lot better. So that's my thing for the week. And that's about it. We got anything else, guys? You think we're pretty good?
I'm out.
You're out. Respect.
Good.
All right, Lego. I do want to say thank you very, very much for being here. We genuinely had a blast with you. We would love to have you back on at some point again. But yeah, no. Again, thank you so much for spending your time, your valuable time with us.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. I really appreciate it, man. This was great. This
Nice
was awesome.
catching up.
Oh
Nice
yeah, go
catching up.
Browns, man. Go Browns. Go Browns. We're
Where's your
we're
cowboy
down
jacket?
right now.
Where's that old cowboy jacket?
We're down right now. But don't worry, we'll be
Yeah,
back.
ain't
We'll
nobody
be
down
back.
worse than the Saints.
Also-
Them damn
also-
Saints.
This is the most disrespected number one seed in the NBA.
I actually
The
agree
most
with you. I agree that the Cavs are
disrespected.
slept on. Yeah, they're
10
slept
loss,
on.
50 win
yeah.
team in the history of the NBA. Go Cavs.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Yeah, I think the Cavs are going to do something this year. But anyway, if you've been enjoying hanging out with us, please go ahead, like, subscribe, share, comment, do all those things. They really do help us. We're trying to grow in the algorithm. So if you can help us out with any of that, we would really, really appreciate it. If you want to see more of us, you can find us on Facebook or Instagram. And if you just want to hear the audio version, you can listen to us on Spotify.
Yeah.
And remember, bad decisions make for the best stories. Peace out.
Peace.
Audio Jungle.